Despite some B's in an atypical, complex and science fiction film, Cloud Atlas's message go creep-crawling beyond those who curio of the genre. That I know is the true.
Canada be damned. I'm going to the Klondike.
The Klondike is Canada.
Giorgio, you be doing just fine, brother.
Where do we begin? Let me start by saying this film has been on my list since the beginning of this channel, but I've been hesitant to tackle it. In case you don't know, the film I'm referring to is the Wachowski-Tom Tykwer 2012 sci-fi mosaic, Cloud Atlas, and on the face of it alone, it's apparent why I may be lost with where to start. In fact, one scene in particular sums up both the theme of the film as well as my difficulty in conveying my thoughts on it.
I had a girlfriend once, but the relationship was doomed. Every time she brought up any of that karma, past life stuff, I couldn't stop myself from laughing. And yet, I can't explain it. But I knew when I opened that door,
to put it in concise terms, Cloud Atlas is a film which showcases several parallel plot lines involving several different characters, all of which span over several centuries. Unlike its characters, the number of actors in Cloud Atlas aren't nearly as plentiful, because all of its ensemble don multiple roles. This is meant to feed into Cloud Atlas's principal, unifying theme of everything being connected. From the past to the future, the overall story of Cloud Atlas is how the decisions we make go well beyond our place of geography and our existence in chronology to have larger, more significant impacts.
yesterday, my life was headed in one direction. Today, it is headed in another. Yesterday, I believed I would never have done what I did today. These forces that often remake time and space, that can shape and alter who we imagine ourselves to be, begin long before we are born and continue after we perish.
To say that Cloud Atlas is a difficult pill to swallow is an understatement. Few films are quite like it. It's an ambitious film to say the least, given the number of plot lines, even though the film is slightly under 3 hours long. Keeping up with the multiple plots isn't so much the problem as trying to find the connecting thread your first time round. For some, what may be more of a problem is going from 1849 to 2321 within a scene and not losing your mind in the process. If you're unfamiliar with Doctor Who, such unapologetic sci-fi shifts in time could feel jarring, not to mention following the reformed English of the post-apocalyptic future.
How's it, Zachary?
Samwise.
Minding some company?
Nay, but goats and silly-wise hooders ain't known for our house-sitting temper.
Feeling our own and you're a real kowtow. For invading your house with no say-so. True sorry, son.
Fuck it. Done's done.
What may be problematic to some, although I'll admit I haven't heard this complaint, is how the cast venture outside their own sex or race to play other characters. It's a controversy which is more prevalent today than it was a decade ago. I suspect Cloud Atlas went unscathed because you had everyone playing anybody, and also because it was simply sci-fi. Science fiction, by nature, allows a film some leeway in order to illustrate its point. The point of Cloud Atlas is to show the connectivity throughout the ages. It has nothing to do with being genetic, but rather everything to do with being cosmic. It's a concept which is more basic than even sex or race, with the uniformity of what makes all of us human. The makeup and prosthetics are simply the visual presentation of that non-visual premise. Nevertheless, I think it's fair to say you won't see this sort of thing anytime soon in any modern film, regardless its message or how it's executed, tastefully or otherwise. That's politics for another video, for another channel. However, there is something regarding the hair and makeup of Cloud Atlas that may be tethered to politics, which I do want to mention. Cloud Atlas was snubbed by the Oscars the year of its eligibility, to nobody's surprise. Science fiction is almost always subjugated to the technical categories of the Academy, but Cloud Atlas wasn't even nominated in the hair and makeup category. Why? Politics may be the presumed culprit, but if it weren't for the Academy's routine disdain for science fiction, I'd say the reason is obvious. Putting politics and genre aside, and simply talking from a filmmaking standpoint, I don't know of any film of the modern era which is nearly as skillful and as zealous as Cloud Atlas in terms of what was accomplished in this department. I mean, just look at the scale of what they did. But, you know, Anthony Hopkins got a fat neck as Hitchcock, so that trumps everything, right? I can't speak for everybody on this, but this is the straw that broke the camel's back for me as to why I don't watch the Academy Awards anymore. But if Cloud Atlas had managed to pull off a miracle and get nominated in the main categories, anyone who's seen it knows what hammy Oscar clip should have been used during its showcase.
I will not be subjected to criminal abuse.
If you've seen a video or two from this channel, you know I have a tendency to leave things on a positive note. Although this video has some undertones of my frustrations surrounding the seas this ship sails in, I want to keep this vessel afloat by reminding you of the lesson Cloud Atlas tries to impart on you. A lesson that's in keeping with my presumed influence towards you in creating these videos.
Our lives are not our own. From womb to tomb, we are bound to others, past and present. And by each crime and every kindness, we birth our future.
Plain and simple, Cloud Atlas is a whirlwind. No video like this could truly sum up what it is. As they say in the Wachowskis' other film, The Matrix, you can't be told what it is. You have to see it for yourself. Sadly, it was one such film which was missed by many, yet built for any.